Hey guys, welcome along to our Monday night GT4 Rumble. Tonight coming to you from the Catalunya circuit in Spaniola. Tonight the boys will be running on the historic layout. They're just commencing their qualifying now, so we might head down and have a look and see who's setting the times. Not sure of the track conditions at the moment. It was wet during practice, but it was predicted that it would start to dry out. So hopefully, boys will be able to set some competitive times in their qualifying. Jump down now and see how they're going. It's Henry Fenson out on track at the moment in the big Merc. Just on their outlaps at the moment. So no times, as we can see, no one's set any times as yet. Track looks like it's a little bit damp still, but nowhere near much water as there was during the practice session. Boys will be enjoying the fact that the track is actually drying out. Let's bring up our weather and have a look. So track temp has gone up about 3 degrees since practice. It was hovering around the 19-degree mark. It's now up to 22. So, and the ambient's gone up a couple of degrees. Hopefully by the time race one kicks around, there'll be some decisions to be made. It looks like, just checking the field, we've got a mixed bag at the moment. We've got half the field on dry tyres and half on wets. So gives you a bit of an idea as to the conundrum that the boys are facing for this qualifying session. Meanwhile, it looks like Trent Laves is going the quickest in Group A at the moment. It's Trent in the Aston. Waiting on some times to come up. A few boys still to set a time. Oh, Darren Linus, Group B. And the Group B boys in the Merc. Got a field of around about 35 drivers tonight. So a fairly good-sized field for round 3. We've got some times coming in now. So it's Matt Petrusik in Group A that's set the benchmark so far, 159.596. Keithy Logan by the barest of margins. Now Jack Boyd jumps into the 58s. Ben Singer down in 4th at the moment in Group A. Well, Cam Edwards looks like he's set the quickest time so far in Group B, and Dave Gogol in the Merc as well. Number 72 Cover Shop Merc. He's got the quickest time so far down in Group C. Boys will be very careful to try and stay off the curbs while the track's still a little bit damp. Looks like most of the boys setting the quick times are actually on dry tyres. Well, Andrew Cash has just jumped to the top in Group B. Andrew's one of our new boys. Joined us recently. Hasn't been on a sim that long either, apparently. Doing a great job. The Porsche. Old John Thorne's jumped to the top now in Group C. See, John's got the orange numbers tonight. He's our current leader in Group C. Chris Blanchard is our current leader in Group B, and Jack Boyd, Group A. They're the guys with the orange numbers on on our overlays tonight. If you're wondering why some have got those orange numbers. It looks like Jack is quite a bit quicker at the moment. Nearly 3/10 up on Trent. Glenn Boyd in the Porsche has set a really good time. Up into third at the moment. Meanwhile, Trent jumps to the top now. He goes 3/10 quicker than Jack. Should be some good racing between those two boys again tonight. Darren Linus now jumps to the top in Group B. So as we can see, it's chopping and changing all the time. Campbell Hutton, meanwhile, now goes to the top in Group C. I think as the track is drying out, the guys are getting a bit quicker. They've got 3 laps to set their time as long as they don't get any off tracks. It looks like Loshi has done what Loshi did last night. He's gone out on wet tyres when I think the majority of the Group A boys are all on dries. Well, Loshi, he has a few dramas getting the tyre choice right sometimes, but I'm sure he'll get it right for the start of race 1. I would expect, looking at the times, that most of the boys will be jumping onto dry tyres for race 1. There's no rain predicted in the short term, so meanwhile, wow, the Group A boys are swapping all over the place. Matt Petrusek now goes to the top. Henry Fenson into second. There's the 2 Mercs, 1 and 2. Ben Singer was third, but now Jack Boyd's jumped back to the top with a 56.7. About 3/10 on Matt Petrusek. Henry Fenson's in third. Jason Locke has jumped to the top in Group B. This, wow. I don't think I've ever seen a qualifying session with so many changes. It's just constantly changing. Chris Blanchard is on a bit of a lap here as well. He's put in a really good middle sector. See how he goes. He crosses the line now. Where does that put Chris? He moves up into third in Group B. John Thorne, meantime, has jumped back to the top in Group C. Lam Nugent, right at the right at the end of qualifying, jumps up to top of Group B. See if we can get our grid up. Hopefully. They take to the grid for race 1. Waiting for results. Here we go. So we've got our grid up now. See, it's Jack Boyd out of 1, Trent Laves, Matt Petrusek, Henry Fenson, Ben Singer, Lam Nugent, first of our Group B boys out of 6. Dennis Glenn Boyd, Jason Locke, Cody Harrison, Darren Linus, Chris Blanchard, Keithy Logan. Go over the page. John Thorne, Dean Logsdale, Andrew Cash, Dave Gogol, Campbell Hutton, Andrew Roberts, Shannon Curry, Loshi down in 20th. Wow. 21st is Cam Edwards. 22nd, Moz Moroz. And it's Mick Polly, Roy Rigg. A few of the boys that went with wets obviously didn't get a very good time. Then we've got Paul Pittam, David Milne, Scott Baker, Ray Harrison, Matt Tesserero, Phil Paradiso, Ash Stacey, Mick Nancaro, Lucas Baker, Matt McMillan, Michael Power, and Glenn Hill. And I think that's it. So just about to get underway. We're just waiting on the lights to come on. Oh, I think from what I just heard Loshi say, we might have a different format tonight, which is not what we planned, but never mind. On we go. They're off and running. Oh no. Apologies for that. Just had a Windows breakdown. That's Jack Boyd leading from Matt Petrusek. Henry Fenson is currently in third. Then it's Trent Laves in fourth. Ben Singer in fifth. Meanwhile, Lab Nugent is leading our Group B boys at this stage. Just trying to work out what's going wrong with our. For some reason, it's put the incorrect session up. So boys will have a 15-lap race at the moment, and then it will be a 45-minute feature by the looks of it, which is not what we planned. But never mind. I'm sure the boys will adjust accordingly. Jump on board with Trent, currently down in fourth. Track is completely dry now. Oh, we're going to crash it back in the pack. It looks like this is Andrew Cash that's had an off somewhere. Oh, he's just coming a little bit hot. I think that's the final. Oh, it's quite a bit of a bingle. Quickly gets out of the way. Oh no, and then he's come back on track right in front of, not sure who that was, but someone's copped a big hit there. Well, another crash. I think that might have been. I wonder if that was Chris was caught up in that. It's Chris Blanchard, our current Group B leader. Oh, just that. Oh, boys are taking a little bit of time to get themselves sorted out. This shorter race. Meanwhile, still Jack Boyd at the front leading. So Mick Polly's also had an off. I think Mick was involved in. No, Mick's just. I wonder what's happened there. It looks like Mick's got a flat tyre. Just sort of turned hard right. Not sure what that was all about. Definitely looks like he's got steering or a flat tyre. Well, let's go back and see if we can find Egan. He's there. He's got Jason Locke just in behind him. This is the battle for Group B at the moment. See Jason all over the back, thinks about trying to get up the inside. Not exactly the best overtaking spot on this track. Down the inside. Is that in behind? That's Keithy Logan in behind him. Certainly shaking the field up. Meanwhile, our Group C leader is Dave Gogol. Got about a 1.5 second lead over Phil Paradiso in the purple and white Porsche there. Got a Group B competitor in between them at the moment. On the 4th lap. Meanwhile, back up the front, it looks like Jack's nearly a second now over Matt Petrozak in second. Henry Fenson still in third. Then it's Trent Laves still in fourth. Ben Singer up into fifth. Glenn Boyd in sixth. And it's Keithy Logan, Cody Harrison, Wayne Losh down in ninth. Moz Moroz rounds out the 10 in Group A. Jack looks like he's able to just maintain that gap at this stage. So have a look at the weather and see what wow. Temperature has gone way up now. It's more than doubled. Sitting up at 50 degrees. 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Barcelona, in Catalunya. Jack's just opening that gap up ever so slightly. Meanwhile, it looks like Trent's closed in onto the back of Henry. Jason Locke, in the meantime, has got through on Lamb now. So Jason is now leading out. Group B boys. Cody Harrison just in behind him. Well, a bit further back is a little battle between this Roy Rigg at Tesserero in the Beamer, and they got Paul Pittam just in behind. The battle for 15th, 16th and 17th. Jump on board with Matt in the Beamer. We're on lap 6 now. Doesn't look like the toe does much down that long straight. All the cars are fairly evenly matched, I think. Well, meanwhile, we've got another. Oh, it looks like that's thinking about it. Tucks back in behind. Oh, forced his way through there. Sure, Matt was quite ready for that. Oh, it looks like John Thorne's had it. Oh, he's got caught up with Andrew Roberts. Andrew spun on that treacherous last corner, and I think not sure if there was any contact between the two, but either one of them came out of that one too well. Meanwhile, back up the front, this is Matt Petrusek now. Jack's got about a 3.5 second lead, but meanwhile, Trent's now starting to put a lot of pressure on Henry. Goes up the inside, runs a little bit wide. Henry does the cross back. This is a jump on board with Trent. Trent just get out of the throttle ever so slightly there. That's a massive off track if you happen to run it wide through that corner. Oh, somebody's run wide. Oh, that's Glenn Hill up. Oh, no. Whoa. Just what you don't need coming in through that final turn. All three boys managed to get around that. As Henry now puts a move on Matt into turn one. It's going to compromise Matt's run out. Trent's going to look for... Matt's got the inside run for the next corner. Moves it back across. Trent, meanwhile, does it. Can hear the big Merc. Oh, Trent's run it wide. I don't know if there was contact there. It looks like there might have been. That's brought Glenn Boyd into the picture. Oh, and Ben Singer. I think might have been a little bit of contact there. Let's go back and have a quick look and see See what happened. So Matt on the Trent's gone on the inside. I've tried to go through the. Yep, Trent's just lost grip and forced Matt wide. On board with Ben Singer now. A McLaren. I'm pretty sure we're on the last lap. Should be on the last lap. The white flag hasn't come out, so sure. See if we can get our start cam to confirm whether they got the white flag out or not. Really tell us much, does it? One of those tracks where they don't seem to have a Bernie doesn't seem to get the job of waving the flag, so it's really hard to tell, but based on the time I would think that this should be the last lap. This iRacing has completely thrown us a furphy. I'm thinking that should in fact be yep. So Jack will take the win in race 1, and followed by Henry, Trent, Ben home in 4th, followed by Glenn Boyd, Matt Petrozek. Waiting for it's Cody Harrison that just crossed the line. Rest of the boys come through to beat the wall. Whoa! That was Dave Gogol there flashing the lights. Managed to grab the win. Hang on for 2 seconds.
There's a launch control keybind now.
Hey guys, welcome back. Apologies for that that little break there. We're just trying to work out what's happened with the session. It's not the session that I originally put together, so we're a little bit miffed as to what's going on tonight. But anyway, it is what it is. The track temp is starting to come down slightly. It reached 48 at one stage, but now it's just as I say that, it's gone up to 45 again. So we really have no idea at this stage what the next race, which happens to be a 45-minute race. The boys will be doing a pit stop for one set of tyres. Based on the track temp, they're going to need those tyres. It should be an interesting race coming up. Boys are about to grid up, so just see if we can quickly get a grid up. So it'll be Jack Boyd, Henry Fenson, Trent Laves, Ben Singer, Glenn Boyd, Matt Petrusek, Cody Harrison, Wayne Losh, Lam Newgan, Cam Edwards, Moz Moroz, and Jason Locke. That will be your first 12. Bring up the rest of the grid. Just waiting on for the boys to finish gridding up. The lights are on. About to get underway. Jack got a good initial start, but then seemed to bog it down. It looks like the boys in on the second row might have got a slightly better start. Drag race down to turn one. Looks like Henry. Jack, I think, is going to hold on. Henry's going on with it through set of bends, but no, it looks like Jack's going to hold on for the time being. Trent's managed to hold on to third. Then it's Ben Singer, Glenn Boyd. Loshy's back in there. Yeah. That's been pushed a little bit wide there. He's running side by side with Moz. Not sure how they're going to sort it out. I think Moz has got the inside running for this next chicane, so like Moz has grabbed that spot. Well, Jack's managed to get about half a second gap out on Henry at this stage. So, as I said, a 45-minute race with. We're scheduled for 24 laps, but I don't think we'll get the 24 in somehow. Keep an eye. The track temp has dropped. Now it's down to 40 degrees. Certainly are getting some mixed conditions out there at the moment. So Loshy currently down in 6th position, just ahead of Moz and Matt at the stage, in behind Glenn Boyd. A couple of the Porsches. Had a couple of tweaks to the setups after the round last week, so hopefully we've got a little bit more oomph for the boys in the Porsches. Certainly the adjustments that were made to the McLaren seem to help. Ben's currently up there in 4th. Meanwhile, Cam Edwards has jumped up into 2nd spot now. He's on the back of, this is Group B, so he's jumped up onto the back of Jason Locke. second lap. Darren Linus is just tucked in behind him there in third. He's got his teammate Dean Logsdale directly behind him. See the two Mercs. Matt Tesserero got away to a good start. Also, he's up in fifth in Group B. Meanwhile, Phil Paradiso looks like he's got the jump. Oh, there's not much in it between. This is the Group C boys. So Dave Gogol now has got a run on Phil as they come through that final turn. We got Cody Harrison in behind them at the moment. One of the Group A boys. Then closely followed by Ash Stacey, David Milne, a couple of Group B boys. John Thorne's a bit further back, recovering from that incident in race one. Meanwhile, Trent now looks like Trent's managed to grab that second spot off of Henry. Sets out after Jack, who's got about nearly a 2-second lead now. Trent would be keen to try and close that down a little bit. The last thing you want to do is let Jack run away with a decent lead early in the race, because Jack's very good at managing these longer races. It's well and truly tight in behind there, though. And Boyd around about a second behind Ben Singer at the moment. According to the sim time, where it's around about just after 5 o'clock over in Catalunya. Stays light until around about 9 p.m, so should well and truly get this race completed before sunset. Meanwhile, Jack Boyd sets the fastest lap. Cam Edwards now has jumped ahead of Jace. A couple of the Astons. I might have to start looking at penalising these Astons. This is the third round in a row that they've been fairly dominant. They're leading both Group A and Group B at the moment, so there's a chance that they may get have to get a weight penalty very near future. Like Jason's now coming under a little bit more pressure from Darren as well. As up ahead, that's Matt Petrusek. It's getting through on Moz. Sure if any of the boys have done an early pit stop. We'll got that up there, so if anyone does pit, should know soon enough. The boys setting their personal best lap times that time around. Still Jack Boyd with around about a 2-second lead. While the battle down in Group C rages with Dave Gogol now at the front. Phil Paradiso still in second. John Thorne cars further back. Michael Power making his way up through the field. He's got Shannon Curry, another one of the Group C boys, just in behind him. Campbell Hutton directly ahead. So Glen Hill has pitted in the Group C's. It looks like Glen's actually put wet tyres on. I'm not sure. I have made a bit of a mistake with his pit stop there, because wet tyres won't last long. These track temps, as Mike Howard just goes a little bit wide there, opens the door for that's just got through. Oh, that's Paul Pitton. Not sure why Paul's so far back. It's, if Paul has pitted yet. Doesn't appear to have, so I'm not sure why Paul is so far back in the field, but got a bit of work to do. Oh, Cam Edwards has just set the fastest lap. Group B, 151. It's opened a fair gap now to about a 2-second gap now to Darren Linus, who has jumped up into second. Like Jason's struggling a little bit there with the hotter track temps. Meanwhile, Dean, Aaron's teammates, in a bit of a battle here with Matt Tesserera, who's got through, moved up to fourth. Oh, somebody's run very wide in the background. I'm not sure who that was. I think that was Keithy Logan. Not sure what Keithy was up to there. Oh, like our cameras has gone. Keithy just got it all a bit crossed up there. Oh, Jack has opened up his second gap now to Trent. I think Trent's got his hands full with Henry and Ben. Glenn and Loshy are still there. Matt Petrozek has dropped off slightly, about a second behind this battle. But yeah, Jack is well and truly checked out. Obviously, this is a track that young Jack quite likes. I'll go back and have a look at this battle. There's it's a good little battle raging here with these Group B boys. It's Roy Rigg in the Merc. Just making their way through past Glen Hill, I think, in the little Beamer. The boys through. We're on lap 7. Still, apart from Glenn, I don't think too many of the boys have. Looks like Keithy Logan's now in the pits. Meanwhile, back up the front, it's tightening up again. jump on board with Boyd Senior. This is Glenn Boyd. See Glenn's close right up on the back of Ben now. Still got Lushy for company in behind. Oh, Ben's a little bit of too much inside curb there for Ben up in front. Oh, that's a lot of curb. Meanwhile, looks like Loshy's got some company. I'm board with Loshy now as a big Merc. Closes right up under brakes. Matt's got Moz directly in behind him. I'm board with Matt now. Hear the sound difference between the Porsche and the Merc. Big, deep, throaty rumble of the Merc. And on board with Moz in the Aston. guys are pretty much nose to tail on lap 10. Glenn Boyd has, I don't know, say that but it was telling us that Glenn had pitted, but that wasn't the case. Meanwhile, I think we got Paul Pittam. The back has had a, sure what's wrong with these replay, apologies. Paul's just managed to spin all on his own at that notorious, and gives the wall a whack just for good measure. Gets a turnaround. No one else involved. Back with Moz. The rest of the field, it looks like it's pretty well settled down. Oh, we've got to jump back and have a look at the battle that's going on back in Group C at the moment. There's that. That's so we're on board with John Thorne. It's Phil Paradiso just ahead and Dave Gogol. So this is John's currently third in Group C. Then Phil and Dave just ahead of him. Head back up the front. Like Woody has pitted now, so is Matt Petruzak. So they're the first of our front runners to actually jump into the pits. Jack Boyd still leading. We're at about the 21-minute mark now of 45-minute race. Track temp is still at 39 degrees. Dropped a while back, but it hasn't sort of moved since. So interesting. Ben, Loshy and Moz continue to battle out. Mick Polly down in seventh, about 17 seconds further back, and Henry, who's currently third, around about 2.5 seconds further up the road. This little battle. Meanwhile, Cam Edwards has now got a around about a 9.5 second lead over Darren Linus in Group B, with Matt Tesserero now up into third. Matt's having a good run so far in this race. Got Jason Locke just in behind him. That's Mick Polly also there. Mick's not quite having the same luck tonight that he had last week. Meanwhile, it looks like Dave Gogol and John Thorne are both in the pits doing their pit stop, so that's left Phil Paradiso out in front in Group C at the moment. we go back and have a look at the front. Trent's managed to close that gap down ever so slightly. It's under 3 seconds now, so he's managed to fall back around about a second. I'm 4 seconds now up the road from Henry. And looks like Loshi has managed to get through on Ben Singer. These three boys continue to battle it out. We're on lap 13. So just having a look at the lap times, both Jack Boyd and Trent have put in identical best lap times of 1 minute 50.52. They are identical. Like Ben has gone to the pits. Ben might have been struggling a little bit with that set of tyres, so he's decided just over the halfway mark to throw on another set of boots. Well, Cam Edwards now over 12 seconds. Matt Tesserero, who's now moved up to second. Darren Linus has pitted. I think Darren is the first of our boys to pit. Cam's having a bit of a lonely old race there. There's no one on track. Not sure if that's the easiest way to race or not. Very easy to lose concentration when you don't have anyone to keep you in. Meanwhile, this is the battle raging on for second. Matt, Jason and Dean now all nose to tail. Second, third and fourth in Group B. Let's have a look and see if we get some top speeds down the straight. This will be interesting. So where are we? Wow. So that all three boys did identical top speeds, 241 kilometers an hour. Jack Boyd has currently got the highest speed. Oh, it looks like Glenn Boyd has actually got that at 248 in the Porsche. Wonder if Glenn forgot to take turn one. All the top end speeds on all five cars are now fairly close. It just gets down to cornering ability, and of course, most important, driver ability. Oh, just got a message from Milne. He's out for the rest of the race. Got turned. Is that? I didn't see that happen. Sure what happened there, Milne, but certainly didn't come up on our incident log. Go back and see if we can find something that Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, that's never good. Unfortunate. Sure, the stewards will have a look at that one. Meanwhile, it looks like Jack has now jumped into the pits, and so has Trent, which leaves Henry now leading the race over Moz. Jack's come back out. Down in third. Trent has managed to close that gap. It's Henry out in front with Moz in second. Neither one of those boys have pitted yet. So once that happens, it should be Jack over Trent with Matt Petrosek now up into third. And Ben Singer, Loshy, Glenn Boyd. Those boys have resumed their battle back out on track again. Are they out on track? Message that Keithy Logan has had to call it quits due to a problem with his VR, and it looks like Scotty Baker's having similar issues. Meanwhile, back out on the track. It's a good little battle here with Ben, Loshy, Glenn Boyd's in there as that's Chris Blanchard now just peeling off to the pits. Oh, I think that was not sure who that was in behind Loshy that went way wide. This is currently the battle for what should be third place once our two leaders do their pit stop. Moz stayed out. Henry's gone to the pits, but Moz is staying out for another lap. Matt McMillan is still out there as well. I don't think Matt's pitted yet. Meanwhile, Jack puts in a 150.3. It's got about a 2-second lead over Trent. Henry's just coming out of the pits now. He's going to come out just in front of Matt at what will be third. Once Moz does his pit stop. Boys just working their way through some slower traffic at the moment. They've all managed to get through. I think Glenn's about the last one to need to squeeze through. Moz has now decided to pit, so it'll be interesting to see where Moz comes out now once boys are just making their way down the bottom of the back straight. An eye on where Moz comes out in all of this. Matt McMillan is now in the pits as well. So Henry's got about just over a 1 second gap to Matt. Oz is just coming out of the pits now, so this is going to get really spicy. I think Oz has managed to hold on, but he's going to have fairly cold tyres for the first half a lap at least. Can he hold on to it? There's very little separating fourth all the way down to 8th. Oh, bit of a rub there. I think that's forced Matt a little bit wide. A few of the boys are trying to take advantage of it. He's dropped a spot to Ben. Got around about 9 minutes left to go. We may actually get the whole 24 laps in based on the lap times the boys are currently putting together. right, we've got 3 laps to go. Jack Boyd's still out in front. Over 2 seconds up on Trent at this stage. Henry's still holding down 3rd. Moz is in 4th. Back in Group B, Ham has opened that gap now out to 15 seconds over Matt Tesserero. Dave Gogol, meanwhile, is still leading in Group C. It's got Phil Paradiso for very close company. Been a good battle all night between these two boys. We're approaching the 40-minute mark. I think we'll definitely get the laps in. So they've got about roughly 2 laps to get any moves done. Oh, this battle between this group of boys still rages. Not sure what's happened to Matt Petrozek, but he's dropped back. Oh, it looks like John Thorne's had a... I'm not sure if he got a touch then or not, but it's one very second-hand looking Porsche at the moment. Meanwhile, this battle continues. Matt Tesserero's still holding down that 2nd spot. He's got just under a 4-second gap to Jason Locke, so he's doing well there. Meanwhile, Dave Gogol has opened up that, got a big gap now with between himself and Phil, so I'm not sure what happened to Phil, but it's dropped back a little bit there. Oh, this is Paul Pidham. Where's Paul? Currently down in 22nd spot. 11th in Group B. Jump back with the leader. You can see Trent just in the background there. Jack's pretty much going to lead this one from start to finish, barring any mishaps on the final lap and a half. Jack starts his last lap. Been a fairly convincing couple of races for Jack tonight, stamping his authority. Well, it looks like Moz has caught right up to the back of jump back. Moz has got right onto the back of young Henry for third, so that'll be an interesting battle to the line. Go back with Jack. Some slower traffic up ahead, but I don't think they'll cause him too much concern. Campbell Hutton just ran a little bit wide there. Jack dives to the inside. I think Trent's been held up a little bit there by Campbell, but I think Jack well and truly had this one sewn up. Makes his way through the final corner. Makes it 2 from 2. Trent comes home in second. Looks like Henry's going to hold on for third, just from Moz. Followed home by Ben. It looks like Glenn Boyd managed to get through on Loshi that last lap. Next home it should be Cam, I think. Yep. A very convincing win in Group B. At Tesserero does bring her home in second. Darren Linus grabs third. Should be Jason Locke, Dean Logsdale. Ray Harrison. Matt McMillan. Just waiting on Dave Gogol to cross the line, take out the win in Group C. Flashes the headlights. Bill Paradiso home in second. It'll be John Thorne home in third for Cameron tells Trent to send it deep, but I think Jack had him pretty well covered tonight. Sure, Trent will be back to battle it out again next week. Always put on a great show at the front. Top 8 or so cars in Group A are always fairly close. All right, we'll wait for some official results to come through. In the meantime, I'll head over and get ready to do some interviews. All right, the boys are just starting to roll in. We'll drag a couple in, have a chat. So we've got, first up, we've got our winner of Group C, Dave Gogol. Dave, finally got a win.
Finally, after all these years, finally cracked it.
Oh, well done. That was a good night of racing for you. I think you had a win in race 1 as well, didn't you?
I did. John obviously got a jump on me at the start. Obviously, the Porsche's been better off the line. He got ahead of me, and then he must have got caught up in an accident. And then I just sort of went on from there and just sort of kept my pace and kept it safe.
Yeah, it's you're having a good battle with Phil Paradiso there for a while as well. Phil was sort of hanging in there.
Yeah, he's been a bit of a pest, so.
That doesn't sound like Phil.
No, not at all. No, he's good. So far, the last 3 rounds, those 3 guys I had a good battle with, so it's been enjoyable, clean racing. So.
Yeah, no, and as I said, a good night of points for you tonight. So well done then. And Henry managed to hold on to third.
Yeah, everyone seemed to be faster than me at the back end of that race, but luckily I managed to get far enough away at first that I could hold on. But Moz was coming quickly. He scared me into one off track of the whole race on the second last lap.
He seemed to find a bit of pace in the second half of the race. He was a bit slow early, but managed to get it all together towards the end, but ran out of laps. So no, well done. You another consistent night. Yeah,
at least getting another podium and beating the other Mercs at least, and I know I'm doing all right.
And how did you find the Merc with its latest little tweaks? Any better, or?
It's a lot better than Misano. I can get into the corner a bit, but I think the bit that hurts against the Aston is you have to kind of really pull it up to get it rotated, and that's where they get away on the corner exit.
Yeah, we were discussing during the broadcast that it's getting very close to maybe looking at putting a little bit of restriction on the Aston. I think based on what we saw tonight, especially in Group B with the Aston winning by well over 15 seconds, stewards might be visiting the parity checks again through the week. But
was that Cam Edwards?
Yes.
Yeah, he apologised. He can't make the interview. He has somewhere that he needs to race off to. So on behalf of Cam, thank you to everyone.
No worries. Thank you, Loshy. All right, Dave, anyone you want to send a shout out to? Any thanks or?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the boys at Velocity Esports, teammates, boys on Discord, the cover shop, and CJW as well, and all the major sponsors as well for the league, and yourself and the admin team for putting all this effort to making this fun league to race in.
No worries. Thanks, Dave. And Henry?
Yeah, I'll thank Stockman's BBD and Flux3D.com, and of course thank you guys for putting it together.
No worries. And Loshy, anything to report?
Nah, just a good night's racing, some good hard battles out there. I was, Moz and I totally had the, actually I'll leave that to Moz's corner. He can make his comment about our fantastic quality efforts. But no, I had some really good fun battles out there. It was a good night of racing.
No worries. And Moz, what have you got for us for Moz's corner tonight?
Well, I don't really have a choice today because Loshy's put me on rails. Look, if you're in qualifying, you're on wet tyres and everyone's 6 seconds faster than you, change tyres. Just change them. But you did not.
Yeah, that's a good call. I think I might listen to that myself.
You two boys haven't been using either Ferrari or McLaren engineers in the recent past, have you?
Well, of course we have, because they've been sacked from the F1 team and all they could do was pick up a job with us. So
there is a reason why they were sacked, Loshy.
Norris's engineer had a bit of spare time and thought he'd give us a hand.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we will call it a night. Congratulations to all our winners. We'll be back again next Monday night at 6:30 or 7 o'clock Adelaide time, where we'll be racing at the Silverstone circuit. So I've got a feeling that being the UK, there may even be some precipitation. So we look forward to that. until then, everyone take care, and we'll catch you all again next Monday night. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.